Go now.
All right, so today we're going to talk about areas with triangles, parallelograms, and trapezoids. This is for my sixth graders. So we start with a triangle. We recognize a triangle. It has three sides. The area formula is h times b over 2, or height times base divided by 2. We have our triangle and we plug in our height, which is always the dotted line. We plug in our base, which is this right here. We do the multiplication. We move our decimal over. We have 73.5. We then take the next step of the equation and divide by 2. We do the simple long division and we come up with our area. Do that with your triangles anytime you are working on your area. Parallelogram, the top and the bottom are equal, just as the sides are. That's how you can tell the parallelogram. They are equal sides. The numbers are equal. It is not a rectangle because they're not right angles. Nonetheless, we have our area, and this is the base times the height. So very similar to the triangle, except we don't do the division. So we have base times height. Again, the dotted line. Height is 2, base is 5. We do the simple multiplication. That is your area. We move over to the trapezoid. Our area is the a plus b divided by 2 times the height. Now this changes because a is one side, b is the other side. So start with your base, just as we have with the other ones, and the opposite side to your base, the top one, is the other side. So we have a and b. We plug those in. We have our height, which is 2, which is again also your dotted line. You go through your equation. You start with a plus b. Once you get that answer, you divide by 2. We have that here. The next step is to multiply by your height. You have that, and that is your area. You have any questions?
My question is, how do you find out your height?
The height is given to you. The height is always your dotted line on each one of these. And then when you have the height, you write h equals, and then put that in, and that way you can plug it into your equation as opposed to continue looking for it. It is always your dotted line.
Okay.
Anything else?
About the division, trapezoid.
Okay.
So when you put the two, the 2 divided by 19, where did
19 divided by 2.
yeah, 19 divided by 2. Where did you get your 9 from? I mean, your 19 from?
Okay, so a plus b in the equation is the numerator. So you add a plus b. A plus b, 13 plus 6 equals 19. That becomes my numerator. I plug that in, divided by 2. So 19 divided by 2, I did the long division. 2 times 9 equals 18. I subtracted 18 from 9, brought my 1 down. I had to bring a 0 down, which gave me a decimal. So then 2 times 5 equals 10, and then I wrap that up. So then I moved to the next one because now I had 19 divided by 2, which is 9.5, and then I divided that by h, which is 2. H is your height. So 9.5 times 2 is 19.0, and you don't need the 0 because it's a whole number, so A equals 19.
Okay.
Does that help? Okay. So recognize the first step you have to do is to recognize what shape you are using. You can identify the shapes. Here is the triangle, 3 sides. Here is the parallelogram where your top and your bottom are the same. And here is a trapezoid where your top and your bottom are generally not. So once you know what that is, you plug in your equation, all your variables, you put them in so you can plug and play and just play out the equation, the formula. Here are some steps you can do that, and that ends up with your area. Anything else?
No.
All right, stop the video.